All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah Bahashem, Rekakwadash, and double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples to his younger brothers, and peace and blessings and salutation to the hopeful leg out there pushing his word and truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah Bahashem, Rekakwadash, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful elect, the believers, the listeners who have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bashem Shah. All right, and what I want to get into today, all right, this morning, is dealing with the spirit of appreciation. Matter of fact, let's get that word. I meant to look it up earlier, but let's get this word appreciation. You see, because we should be extremely appreciative, of what Yahweh Bashem Shah has done for us, man. Like we should appreciate just being Israelites, and not only Israelites, but having the opportunity to be of the hopeful elect of Israel, man. We have an opportunity, man. We should appreciate the opportunity in itself, man. And do what we can, to make the most of this opportunity, man. Because we can't earn the kingdom, okay? But we can appreciate the Lord. Okay, we can show appreciation to the Lord, for the kingdom, man. And he's given us, these talents, he's given us this network, he's given us, the brotherhood, he's given us the spirit to call upon his name. Like, we have his name. We gotta appreciate everything, man. The small things that, seem insignificant. Nah, man, we gotta appreciate those things, man. Let's get that word. All right, to appreciate, it says to recognize, all right, the full worth of, okay, to value, you go to synonyms, it says to recognize the full worth of, the value, to respect, to prize, to cherish, to treasure, to admire, okay? It says understand the situation fully, recognize the full implications of, because the more we understand what we're a part of, the more we should have an appreciation. Okay? This is a treasure unto us, man. That's why even when you let's go here. Let's see, there's a difference between the word appreciation. All right? Yeah, it's about the same thing. So let's go to some precepts. Now, this was inspired by a precept I was reading in the book of Ecclesiastes 6 and 9, reading in the NLT, okay? Now, when you read it in the NLT, this is Ecclesiastes 6 and 9, it says, enjoy what you have rather than desire what you don't have. Enjoy what you have, okay, rather than desiring what you don't have. Just dreaming about nice things is meaningless, all right, meaningless, okay? It says just dreaming about nice things is meaningless, like chasing the wind, okay? So we want to have the spirit to appreciate what we got, because this world teaches us to what to consume, all right? It teaches us to feel entitled. It teaches us to compete with everyone, for status and, trying to be the first and trying to be this trendsetter. Nah, man, the scriptures, that ain't the spirit. Okay, that's that Western consumerism, vain glory spirit. Okay, that unappreciative, entitled, don't appreciate a goddamn thing. But nah, man, as we come into the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Shah, man, we really got to enjoy what the Lord has given us, position that he's put us in, man, because it's easy, to, like Elder Bond did a video about moping and groping, about things that we don't got and this and that, man. Listen, man. Okay, the Lord gave us everything we need plus a few wants, man, to get the job done. Okay? And another thing, nothing falls into our lap, man. The Lord gave us the ability and the wherewithal and the know-how to go get particular things, man. Go make particular things happen. Okay? But at the end of the day, man, the mindset to appreciate what the Lord has given us, man. You know, we have the truth. We got Yahweh. You see, we got Yahweh, man. Okay? The things that we don't have, what the Lord don't got for us, man, hey, it ain't meant for us right now, man. No sense of, pondering. Of course, as a man, you think about particular things, man, but then it's a thing of we don't want to get emotional. You sad behind something that you don't got. You frustrated by something you don't got, man. If we don't got it, it ain't meant for us to have it, man. Okay? We can't reach out and touch it. It wasn't meant for us to be able to reach out and touch it, man. Okay? Everything happened in this season, man. So, going back, I'm going to read it all the way through and then get some more precepts. Ecclesiastes 6 and 9 in the NLT. It says, enjoy what you have rather than desiring what you don't have. Just dreaming about nice things is meaningless, like chasing the wind. Okay? So it's pointless to be obsessed with something we don't have, and then it makes us not appreciate what the Lord has given us, man. That's a disrespectful mindset. Somebody gift you with something and you, all right, are only concerned about what you don't got. And you're feeling some type of way about what you don't got. Okay? But here it is, we've been given gifts, man. Okay, we've been given talents that's rare. This is the rarest thing for an Israelite man to, okay, be in the courts in the spirit of Yahweh, man. That's a rare thing, man. Okay, appreciate that. You see? Let's go here. You think about, demons get on you and have you thinking about your status in the world. Okay? Certain things you want, you want this and you want that, but then it's like appreciate what you got. The Lord has given us plenty, man. You see, and we not here to be materialistic, man. Okay, there's nothing wrong with having nice things, man. But hey, if it ain't in the cards for us to have it, man, hey, be cool with it. If the Lord don't want us to have it, we gotta be cool with that, man. We gotta accept that. The Lord don't want that for me right now. He don't want me to have that right now. Okay? What has He given me? I'm gonna appreciate that. I'm gonna make the most of what He has given me, man. And it said this is Psalms 84 and 10. It says, for a day in thy court is better than 1,000. Okay, and the courts represents, you was in close proximity to the king. You was privy to certain secrets and, you was privy, all right, to the inner workings of the king. You see, so we're in the courts of the king in the spirit. He lets us know his secrets. He lets us know his moves. Okay? His inner workings. That's rare, man. That's the rarest thing we can have. Okay? As an Israelite man, it says, I had rather be a doorkeeper. You see that? I had rather be a doorkeeper in the house of my power than to dwell in the tents of wickedness, man. You see, I'd rather be a doorkeeper, man. A low post. I'd rather be the least brother in the camp, man. I'd rather be the 144,000 brother, okay, of the first fruits. I'd rather be of the 1/3, man, than to be, okay, amongst 2/3. Hey, whatever the Lord got me, man, hey, appreciative, man. Because one thing we know, the reward that Yahweh Shai coming with, man, we're going to be in awe. The least person in the kingdom, man, is going to be blown away forever at the reward that Yahweh Shai got, man. So we'd rather be lowly, amongst Yahweh Shai than to be in the high ranks of the wicked, man. Okay? To be of the upper echelon in this world. We ain't missing nothing, man. That's a demon too, man. Don't have a demon, make it feel like you're missing something. Okay, nah, man, we have everything we want. We should have a spirit of being satisfied, man. I'm satisfied, man. The Lord got me exactly where He want me to be. Okay, the exact, portion of everything I need. Okay, to complete the assignment, man. You see? Matter of fact, I got more than enough, man. I got the spirit, I got abundance, man. You see? The Lord's giving me more than enough, man. It's not a thing of having a lot, it's a mindset of appreciating the little that we got. You know? Because it's not, because when you go into becoming a new creature, it's not like the Lord just shower us with, with gifts and material things. No, He gives us a mindset to appreciate what we do got, man. Okay? And we got Him, we got Yahweh Shai. Go back to, all right, let's get this real quick. This is 1 Peter chapter 2. In verse 7, it says, unto you, therefore, all right, which believe He is precious. Okay, there you go. Precious is another word for what? Appreciate, man. Okay, it says, but unto them which be disobedient, the stone which the builder disallowed, the same is made the head of the corner. So here it is. You have all of Israel, but there's only a few. There's only a remnant that really, appreciates Yahweh Shai. You see, the fact, and then like say, you niggas can't even call it by name because you don't value Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai has no value to you to where you don't even see the value in calling Him by His name. But to us that believe, He's precious, man. There's no way to truly believe in Yahweh Bashim Shai and believe in His goodness, His promises, the kingdom to come, and not, all right, have any appreciation, not to show any, all right, not to show that high reverence that's due to their name. There's no way you can believe and not call Him by His true name. Okay? And it says, when you go to the word precious, okay, in the Greek.
G 5092, Timei.
All right, it says valuing by which the price is fixed, and it says to honor. It says honor which belongs or is shown to one. It says of the honor which one has by reason of rank and state of office which he holds, a deference, a reference. Okay, it says of honor which one has by reason of rank and state of office which he holds, deference or reverence, man. Okay, so we value Yahweh Shai, man. He's precious, man. All right, that's our King, man. That's the King of Kings, Lord of Lords, man. Of everything, man. Under the Heavenly Father. You see, He's at the right hand of the Heavenly Father, and we got that, man. How we can't appreciate that? And then Yahweh Shai, hey, we're doing what we're supposed to do. Yahweh Shai, man, He take care of us, man. He give us what we need, man. He give us our daily necessity plus some, man. We have abundance when we serve Yahweh Shai, man. And then the abundance comes from the mindset of appreciation, man. Appreciating what Yahweh Bashim Shai is doing, man. Prophecy is happening, man. We're watching Esau fall, man. We got to appreciate those things, man. We're right here in the transition of the kingdom, man. What the hell could we be moping and groping about, man? Okay, this world is finished, man. You see, we should be so overjoyed at seeing this place collapse. Look at, you see brothers, leveling up in the spirit. Brothers on fire, man. The apostles and elders still on fire, rolling, man. Everything, hey, we up. The hell we moping about, we winning. When you look at the scoreboard of prophecy, man, we up, man. Nothing works for this nigga in this nigga favor, man. And everything is beginning to work for us, man. You see, and Yahweh Shai finna come back and give us the best of the best, man. So we good with what we got now, man. We can make do. And then we have this prophecy happening, man, that should have us overjoyed, man, ecstatic. You see? So let's go from there. Let's get this real quick in 1 Samuel, because when King David was told that he was gonna have a son, to sit his throne forever. Okay, when he was given his message by Nathan, All right, go to 2 Samuel 7 and start at 17. It says 2 Samuel 7 and 17 in the NLT says, so Nathan went back to David and told him everything the Lord had said in his vision. Then King David went in and sat before the Lord and prayed, who am I, O sovereign Lord? And what is my family that you have brought me this far? And now, sovereign Lord, in addition to everything else, you speak of giving your servant a lasting dynasty? You know, you gotta really, we gotta put ourselves in the moment and be visionaries like Elder Apostle Kabar goes into. Put ourselves in the moment. You know, King David, like, you, so you gonna give me all this and then you gonna give me an everlasting dynasty? You gonna give me a lasting dynasty? Like, who am I for you to bestow this favor on me? You know, he had an appreciative spirit. You see? He had an appreciative spirit, man. And the Lord loves that appreciation, man. He honors that appreciation. You know? Hey, that's a beautiful thing about our power. We show appreciation. He starts to show more appreciation, man. Oh, you appreciate this little bit? Hold on, let me give you a little something else. You know? Because, hey, you be willing to do things for people that have appreciation, man. You don't want to do shit for nobody that don't appreciate nothing. You know? A nigga that don't appreciate a goddamn thing, you want to do a goddamn thing for him, man. Step over that nigga like Iverson did Tyronn Lue, man. Okay? But people that are appreciative, man, it's like, oh. I say we serve our power so solid, man, and thorough and righteous. You know? It's like you show, and then you're not showing appreciation to get things. You just sincerely appreciate, man. If he don't do nothing else, man, hey, the Lord in the way of speaking for myself, man, the Lord in the way more than enough for me, man. Beyond what I deserve. And there's another thing. We're not the spirit of entitlement, like it's supposed to be done. Nobody owe you a goddamn thing. Okay? Don't nobody owe our whack ass a goddamn thing, man. Okay? We get what we owe, we wouldn't even be here, man. You see? Nah, man, sincerely appreciating. If he don't do nothing else, man. You know? 2 Samuel 7 and 19 it says, and now, sovereign Lord, in addition to everything else, you speak of giving your servant a lasting dynasty. Do you deal with everyone this way, O sovereign Lord? You see? So he like you know this how you move like with everybody. Like why me? You know? And it says, what more can I say? You know what your servant is really like, sovereign Lord. Yeah, so King David, like you say, you know me. What more can I say that how can I express this? You see? It says, because of your promise and according to your will, you have done all these great things and have made them known to your servant. Okay? So nah, man, we want to have this spirit of appreciation, man. You know? Like who are we for the Lord to allow us to know this truth, man? To allow us to be a part of what he's getting ready to do in the earth, man. The Lord is allowing us to be a part of this, man. You know, it's his good will. He selected certain spirits before the earth for us to participate in his glory at the end of this time, man. We finna be changed to immortal, man. Come on, man. We finna rule forever with our shot, man. Come on. You see? What are we talking about, man? What are we doing, man? You see? I be really wanting to know the answer to that question is how you can be caught up in this and that and pouting and moping and lip hanging and like, what are we doing? We winning. We up. You know? Nah, man, you gotta appreciate what the Lord doing. We gotta appreciate you know what I'm saying? Talk to myself first and foremost, man, because that demon out there get on you to be moping and you want this and Get to desiring this and chase. No, man, we ain't chasing nothing but these thrones, man, these crowns, man. We chasing Yahweh Shai, man. Because you get Yahweh Shai, everything else gonna flow to you. You know, we obtain Yahweh Shai, we obtain, favor with the king, man. Hey, everything, and it's gonna be the best of the best of the best, man. The creme de la creme of everything, man. Okay, untainted, untouched, no trauma, no defilement, no kickback, no, the best of the best of the best, man. Think big, man. That's another thing. Appreciate the little things, and think big for what's to come. And that's a balance, to appreciate the small things, but then think big and have a big expectation for things to come. You see? So let's end it here. Let's go to what is this? Philippians 4:6. It's the book of Philippians chapter 4 verse 6. It says, "Be careful for nothing." Okay? Be careful for nothing, but in everything, all right, by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be known, all right, unto the Most High. Now you read this in the NLT. It says, "Don't worry about anything. Instead, pray about everything. Tell the Most High what you need and thank Him for all He has done." And thank Him for all He has done, man. Because He's done more than enough. You see, He's done more than enough, man. Yahweh Shai, that sacrifice, man, He's done more than enough. Okay, for us to have a grace period in these times, man. You see, and I just look at the situation. Even when I see people, complaining on these compilations, man, and we feel it. We feel it. Don't get twisted like we just immune, man. But then it's just like we ain't through like them. Like, you can tell these people are in straight despair. But the Lord just don't got us through like them. I say we ain't, we got bags of money just sitting around, man. Well, we good though, man. Just to see brothers counting this when they teaching, man, you can tell somebody counting this, they good, man. Because it ain't about no material, it ain't about no status, man. Like, nah, man, our power winning, our power, working, man. Yahweh Shai finna set up the throne of David in the earth, man. What are we talking about, man? What the hell are we doing, bro? What the hell could we be moping and groping about, man? I would sincerely, then I get at a certain point, then it get to a point where, like, bro, you bullshit. I talk to myself like that, bro, you bullshit. So, yeah, just wanted to get into that, Lord will, you brothers. All right, and you few sisters edified once again. I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Kakwadash, and double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples towards younger brothers. And peace and blessings, salutations, hopefully, shalom.